Sarah's got the glitter, Kathy's got the resin, Elisabeth brings the mica. It's time we get to blessing. The molds are hot, the time is now. Let's make some art somehow. Slay a tray Thursday. Slay a tray Thursday. Resin glazer mica.
Hello, 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 everyone. It's Beverly with Custom Created Handmade Crafts, and we are back with another Slay a Tray Thursday. Happy Thursday. All right, you guys, if you are new to this channel and you are not sure what Slay a Tray Thursday is, Slay a Tray Thursday is a bi-weekly collaboration hosted by myself, Kathy over at K&D Creations, and Elisabeth over at Crystal Clear Creations. And what we do is we take our tray molds, or you can take a tray that is already made. You can draw a tray. You can do whatever you want to craft a tray. And then incorporate whatever our theme is. And sometimes we do not have a theme. This Thursday's theme is the pumpkin patch. Woohoo! And I'm all excited about the pumpkin patch, guys. As you can see, I have all of this stuff on my desk here, on my actually on my leveling board. And so you're probably wondering, Beverly, what are you going to do with all of this stuff? Well, I first off have my tray underneath here. And this is the large Let's Resin tray. I actually just got it. I got it on an awesome sale, guys, off of Amazon. It was $12.99. So I'm not quite sure. I didn't check today, but it was still out there yesterday for $12.99. So you can run out there and get it if it's still on sale. I am filming this on Tuesday, so hopefully by Thursday, the sale will still be on. All right, so I have the small version of this tray, and I've had it since last year and never used it. And when this collaboration came along, I'm like, all right, perfect time to use them both. So I will be using both the small and the big tray, but I needed the big tray to do what I wanted to do. All right, sorry about all that noise. We finally got it out of the mold. It does have some markings in the mold. Fingerprints in the mold, not from me, but hopefully we'll be okay. We'll be okay anyway. I can always top coat over it. It's just, it's a shame that it's such a good quality mold that it comes with some damage to it, but it's okay. We can live with it. This mold takes 19.5 fluid ounces of resin, and I will be incorporating things into it. So I'm not quite sure if it's going to take 19.5 fluid ounces. So we'll get that down there. I also will be adding into this tray some raffia. This is a child's hula skirt that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. And so I'm using this as my raffia. But it's going to be my hay instead of the raffia. So this is my hay that'll be on the ground. And then I have some leaves, some fall leaves that we'll put on the ground. And then I want to add in like some acorns from this batch here. And I got this last year from Hobby Lobby, but I did see that they do have it this year as well, the scatter mix. It is called the, let's see, I kept it, Fall Party Confetti Assorted Colors. And there's pumpkin leaves and acorns in here of different colors. So I will be using some of the acorns out of here. Maybe some of those leaves too, we'll see, but definitely the acorns. And then I also have out my sand that we will be using. This sand came from Hobby Lobby as well last year. And I know they still have it. Now, if the price has changed, I'm not quite sure. It was $2.49 when I purchased it last year. So, all right, I'm going to get some resin mixed up. I'll probably get about 8 ounces of resin mixed up. And then what we will do is I will come and incorporate all of these things into the mold. And then I will see you back once I am ready to get everything done. If I sound a little off, it's because I'm thinking while I'm talking, and that's hard for me, guys. So yeah, definitely. I will get the resin mixed up. I will come back to you once we are ready to incorporate everything into the mold. All right, see you shortly. All right, you guys, we are back and I got my tray ready. I mixed up 10 ounces of my Bond Crafter 1-to-1 resin, 5 ounces of part A and 5 ounces of part B. That's what I had left in my bottle, so I just used what I had left. And then I took about an ounce of that and mixed in my sand. And I added in some of the chocolate pearlescent pigment from Estoyo, the mica powder, and then mix those two together. And this is my sand mixture. So what I want to do is I want to start with my corners, and I want to add the sand into the 4 corners, and get those done. So I'm not quite sure if you can see me down here. So let me move the mold a little bit up, and I just sprayed some of my 91% alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, into the mold. And I'm gonna try and get some sand in here in this corner the way I want it. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't take the whole thing, the whole amount. My 1 ounce. And you can see if there's air pockets in here. So that's a good thing with this being a transparent mold. Okay, yeah, I got it. We got it full. So you know how at the pumpkin patch, the ground is sometimes a little muddy, the soil is. So that's what I'm creating right now. Let me turn this phone down if I can. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's what I am creating with this here. Okay. Air pocket is in there. And then I'm going to give it a squeeze, hopefully help with those bubbles. And then I want to try to keep as much of the sand localized to this little area, but it's okay. We'll get it situated. So let's go ahead and do this corner up top here. Okay. Get as much of it in the mold, Beverly, not outside of it. How are you all doing today? I hope that you are doing well. I am doing okay. Who is ready for the weekend? I don't have any plans, so I will just be hanging about, doing my usual of nothing. Okay, so I see I might as well just go ahead and do the sides as well with the sand because I can't avoid it getting down in here. So we'll go ahead and do all the sides with the sand. So I'll just need some more resin and sand mixed up. Okay, oops. And it's okay if it gets onto the mold too, the top of the mold, because I will be is sand there as well. So nothing wrong with that. So I'm just adding the rest into the bottom. At this point, you guys probably can't see it. It's probably off camera. Um, so that took my full 1 ounce here that I had. And we'll mix up more. And the reason I want to do this first is because I don't want my other resin to seep down in here and fill up that space. And it's just wasting my resin because it'll be sand anyway. So I'm trying to reserve my resin for the top. Okay. All right. Squeeze that again. Squeeze this one because I think I see a whole bubble. And you're going to have some bubbles in this. It's just nature of the beast with the sand, you know? Okay. So what I will do is I will get the sand put in all around, and then I will come back once I'm ready to do the top layer. I may have to mix up even more resin too, but it's okay if I have to. So I will be back here shortly. All right, you guys, we are back, and I am now ready to pour my resin. It is super hot because I've had it sitting in this deep container. So let's get it poured here. And I had the leaves sitting in there this entire time because I do want them to just fall like they are, just wherever they may land. Okay. Push some of this sand back as well. Oops. Not push it this way. Actually, that was the perfect amount of resin, I do believe. I did end up with some darker sand on the other side, on this side than I started with, but it's okay. Sand is not all one color, we know that. So that actually is just fine. And like I said, having some sand in here is no problem either because um, there's sand everywhere at the pumpkin patch. All right. Gonna get my spatula. The nifty spatula that gets all your resin out. I'm liking it. And what I'm gonna do once I get all of this resin out is I will be dropping the raffia on top. Hopefully there's not a lot of bubbles here. I'm hoping not, since they had time to sit in resin and get incorporated in there. Get some resin here. There's not any. Let's see, can we get some of these bubbles popped? Some of them are resistant to alcohol right about now because the resin is so thick. But that's okay. That's okay. We got the heat gun that we can use to help. Put this over here. All right. See any other spots? I don't see any, but nope. And these leaves didn't go transparent on me, which is a good thing because I had some last year that went transparent on me. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get our skirt here, and I'm just going to take and cut off some of this raffia. Uh-oh. Might have to cut it in smaller sections. Oops. My scissors don't want to play nice, huh? Goodness gracious. Let's move some of this around. Get it incorporated here. Get that there. This in there. What I'll do is, I shouldn't be using my finger because this resin is extra sticky. Should be using the stick, but I'm gonna take and cut some more of this off. I like that. I like it a lot. What do you guys think? All right. So now I'm going to take my heat gun, you guys, and I'm going to get my resin thinned out some and then let this cure. And I will be back to you once I have the second tray done, just like this as well. Same procedure. So once they both are cured, then I'll come back to you and we will do the next step. All right. So I will see you shortly.
Pour it in, let it sit, maybe add a touch of grit. Let the colors play, we'll have a gorgeous tray. Slay it, a tray Thursday. Slay it, a tray Thursday. Resin glazer, mica, slay a tray Thursday.
All right, you guys. So I have been busy. I finished this tray, got it demolded. I put on a green background just so I would have some contrast. I did get a bubble here and a small one there, but I didn't worry about them because they'll be covered up anyway. So that is this tray. If I had to do this again, I would not put the sand in the sides. I would not do that part. All right, so then I told you I was making the second tray, and so I made that tray, and it came out with more bubbles. So I did go ahead and carve these bubbles out, and what I will do is later I will fill them because I don't have the time to do that right now. But for now, we'll just go ahead with what we're doing, and I will get those filled in later. Okay, so that is this tray. So what I want to do is I want to make a tiered tray. So I have my bag of things over here. Let me get it. So what I'm gonna do is I got this little cake stand from Hobby Lobby. It was $2.99, but I got it for 40% off. So I want that little cake stand to be right in the middle, and then we'll put this tray on top of the cake stand. And I'm not making anything permanent right now. I'm just putting it together so you guys will see what it will look like, or sort of look like once I get things put into it. Okay, so if you saw my Sheen haul, you saw that I got another pumpkin mold, and so and if you remember, I stated that the mold was damaged. It looked damaged, and in fact, it is. If you can see, the top is all shiny, but the pumpkin itself is like a matte frosty finish. It's very damaged, lots of scuff marks and scratches, and all sorts of stuff. So I will be sending that back, but I'm thinking maybe this in the center. And so, like I said, I was busy, guys. I did order the truck mold, the truck planter mold off of Amazon. And so I made a little truck. And what I did is I put in my intense chameleon powder, which in the maple, that's the color of the truck. And then on the tires, I did put in the black chrome powder from the new chrome powder set from Let's Resin, but I did have to paint over it because some of my maple got onto the tires as well. So I did go ahead and paint over my tires with the acrylic paint, black acrylic paint marker. And then I used my super chrome in the bronze or copper, whichever color it is, looks bronze to me, for the hubcaps on the inside, my rims. I put me some gold rims on it. And then I took the super chrome markers and did the in the green, the dark green, and did the wreath. And then I used the orange to go over the bow. And then I did use my pasta yellow to go over the lights first. And then I took the gold from the super chrome and just added that in the middle, so that way it looks like the lights are on and you're getting the cast from the lights being on around it. So that's what I did with that. Hopefully I'm in shot. And so I think what I want to do is I probably want to take and put my truck here at the bottom. So what I want to do is, so you guys can see, is I want to take this part off so you guys will be able to see, hopefully. And I think I want my truck in here, right? Or should I put it at the back? We'll see. We'll see. Okay. And then I was at Hobby Lobby and I found a cute wheelbarrow. And I said, that would be perfect. So I found this little wheelbarrow. It was $4.49 and it was 40% off. So I got it for like what, $2 and some change. And let me take the tag off because I'm keeping that, like my little wheelbarrow. And I'm not sure, but it might be back here or it might be up at the front. But for now, we're gonna put it here, I think, in the back. And let me make sure. Yeah, it'll be close, but we'll see. Oops. And this thing really already wants to stick to to this cake stand. I don't know what's up with that. And the cake stand isn't level either. So in my wheelbarrow, I want to put in some hay bales. And I found these little hay bales at Hobby Lobby as well. And let's see. There should be another one roaming around in here. Okay, I think that's how I want to do it. And then we're gonna have some pumpkins in here. Oops. And I made pumpkins, guys. I made lots of pumpkins. So you'll be seeing those. I don't like that one. Let's see. Okay, let's try to do you and you. Maybe you in there like that. Okay. Oh yeah, that'll work. Do we have something else that'll fit? How about you? So what I did was I have various molds and I just made different pumpkins out of it, out of that mold. Okay, there we go. Sit that in there like that. Okay, so there we go. Everybody has a place. everybody has a place in the wheelbarrow. All right. And now what I want to do is I have more of my little hay bales somewhere running around here. Where is that? There we go. And I want to take and stick those right up front here. I know I had some in the back of the truck too. But for now, let's see. Okay. There. And then we're going to take, where are you? And put more pumpkins on. No, he wasn't here. Let's see. It doesn't really matter. Let's just grab one. Put you here. And I found these cute little scarecrows. And so this one, there's this one. And I think he's going to be up here. Yeah. But he has to face a certain way because he'll have to be out of the way of the other tray. Well, he was leaning, I had him leaning on the tray, so the top tray. So there's this one as well, and there's this one as well. So we'll be using one of these other two as well here in a second. But for the truck, I have these round hay bales, and I got these from Michael's, and they're gonna go in the back of the truck. I don't know what made me think of this, guys. I really wanted to do another scene. And when I was thinking about trays, I'm like, okay, I haven't done a tier tray yet. And I have the cake stand mold, but I'm like, nah, don't want to do that. So I decided I would put these two trays together. So, all right. And then this guy, he needs a small pumpkin, but I don't have any in color that I really like. So what I'll do is I bought some pumpkin filler from Dollar General, and we'll put some pumpkin filler. Oh, they're big too. Okay, let me see. I know I had one up on the back of the truck for that guy. Where is he? Where are they? I mean, okay. Oh, I have this green pumpkin like this. That's what I was going to do. And it can go sit here in the back like this. And then I do have some of these very small little pumpkins that I made, and it can go here. That's how I had it. Oh, sit in there. There you go. And then I also have some little leaves that I can add in here as well and do things like that too. So we'll see how that looks. Actually, I think I had the pumpkin, I had the truck going this way. That's how I had the truck. That's how I wanted it. Yeah. So that way you can see what's going on back here. Okay. And then this was over here. That's how I had it. Okay. And yeah, I remember he was standing like this. There we go. Okay. And then this was up here. There we go. Oopsie. Runaway pumpkin. Okay. All right. I think think we're coming together. Yeah, so the only space that I had empty was right in here. Okay, and so then, yeah, okay, that was my problem. Let's back that up. Still a problem. Pumpkin. Okay, there we go. So maybe that pumpkin can sit. No, it's too big. Maybe he has some fuzz on him. Maybe there we go. In there. Bring you forward. Making a mess, guys. Put the orange pumpkin there. Put the green pumpkin here. Put the red pumpkin back in the back. Where is that fuzz coming from? Ugh. Okay. And it got back on there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. So on the top, here's where I wasn't sure. I could go with the pumpkin and add other pumpkins around it. Okay. Maybe, you know, do some pumpkins around it. Whatever, however. But I don't think I'm caring for that way. So I had another idea of taking one of these wood, where, oh, okay, I see now where the fuzz is coming from. Taking one of these wood crates that you get from Dollar Tree. They are $1.50 now, I think now. And taking it, and I want to probably, do I want to sit it that way or sit it up? Oh yeah, sit it up. I want to sit it up. And what I will do is I want to take and I want to put this here, which I think is absolutely cute. I took 2 pumpkins that I made, one of the larger one of the smaller one, and then I cut the stems off of them, off of the bottom one, and I glued the 2 together with my liquid fusion. And then I cut the stem off of this one because it had a little rigidness to it that I didn't like. So I cut that stem, and then I glued a leaf that I made to the top of it. So that took me a little while to hold that leaf on that thing for I don't know how long. All right, and then I want to take me some leaves and put there. And where's the other one? I think I can go here and here. And add this little guy in here. Nah, I think this guy, the yellow guy. Yeah, add him in there. But before I do that, I want to add in some more hay bales on the inside. And you guys won't be able to see this until I get it finished here. Just bear with me 1 second while I do it, and I'll bring you down and show you. Okay, so I'm going to put my hay bales inside. And then that one is kind of too rigid. Let me get this one and see if it's flatter. Okay. And what we want to do is I'm taking more of my pumpkins and sitting those inside. Like I'm setting them up like it was a pumpkin contest. And you got first, second, and third prize. So that's how I'm setting them up. And this is the prize. This is the winner, of course. That beautiful, beautiful pumpkin. So there's that. Okay. I did have some of these in here, around here as well. Put him in here. There we go. That's what I had in here. I didn't have all of these. Mhm. Okay. We can try that and see. All right. So, and then here and here, we'll have those two. And that's about it. But I have that hole that I'm still not sure of what to fill it with back there. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I do have more hay bales. I do have more of the round ones. And I can't remember if I told you guys, I got the round ones from Michael's, and they were in the miniature section, where you get the little, like your fairy pieces and things like that. That's where those were. Let's see. I could do round hay bales up in here. Okay. And stick that over there like that. That's okay. And then I do have flowers from last year. I don't know if you guys remember these, but I used these quite a bit last year, in different things. And I could place these within here, in which I think I will do. Let me get my wire cutters and just see what that would look like if I were to do that. Oh, I think that would be pretty. But you can't see the hay bales if I were to do that. And I think I got these from Michael's last year, these flowers. Oops, took that one right off the stem. Let me get these put back on the stem. There we go. The leaf part and then the flower. Okay, and then get it put together there. These are what I'm talking about. And that would cover up, not really, but it would work right up in there like I want it. Okay, guys, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And I can use some of these. More of those. Oh, actually, let's do a green one here. That'll work. Oh, he had one too. Sitting with him. There we go. There we go. The green one. Let's do the green one. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to bring you down and see what you think. Okay. I really like it, but I want to know what you think. And let me know what I can put in my hole back there. All right. 1 second. Let me get you down. All right, guys. Here it is. Let me know what you think. I had fun doing this. Making all of the pieces and planning it out what I wanted to do with it, and then putting it all together. That's the back of the truck. Bear with me there. Back of the truck with all of its little things inside there. And then I showed you this guy here. And then the wheelbarrow. And then back here is just the little pumpkins on the hay, in which I need to still figure that part out. And then up top here, we have pumpkins, and here's the award pumpkin, first, second, and third place back there. And then on top, we have this little guy, the scarecrow, with the, with the double stack pumpkin and his filler pumpkin and leaves. I think that is pretty, guys. What do you think? I think it's pretty. And the leaves and the hay in the tray are perfect. The raffia, I should say, not the hay, because it's raffia, but it's perfect for the ground. The only thing, like I said, I would do different is I would not do the straw the next time. But this is it. I have it on my turntable, but I'm afraid to turn it. Oh, I see the problem. Hold on one second. Get all my stuff here out of the way. That's making it not turn. There we go. Oops. Through one of my leaves. All right, here we go. So this is it from the front. And I painted that wood on the crate as well. And I'll get the stems out of there. Just placing it, like I said, to see what it looks like. You can see the front of the truck. And then it's coming around here. Oh, it's so cute. All right, guys. So welcome to the pumpkin patch. Custom created handmade crafts pumpkin patch. That's what it is. Oh, goodness. So I will get you guys put back up here, and then I will finish things out, and I will get pics, and I will let you go. Actually, we could do it this way. I just want to say thanks to those that joined the collab. Myself, well, I don't need to thank myself, Beverly. Come on here. Oh, goodness. Laura over at Laura's Design Studio usually joins us. Kathy over at K&D Creations, and Elisabeth over at Crystal Clear Creations. If you just click on the playlist link in my description box, you will be able to view their videos. I am sure they made some awesome trades as well. So be sure to check out their videos. And then I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to all of my new subscribers. If you are new and would like to see me do something, please feel free to drop that in the comments, and I will try to get to that as quick as I can. I do have health issues that sometimes prevent me from moving as fast as I would like to. I definitely would love to be able to put out a video a day. I would love to do that, but I can't do that. My body will not allow me to do so. So typically I will upload on Thursdays, once a week on Thursday. And if I can sneak another video in there, I will do so. To my OG subscribers, I greatly appreciate you for sticking in here with me. I know it's tough when there's not really consistency, but you all know my situation, and I hope that you have understanding with that. And just please give me a little grace. I greatly appreciate it. The next Slay a Tray Thursday will be on October the 16th, if I remember correct. That's the date. And we will be doing campfire. So I can't wait to see what we will be doing for that Slay a Tray Thursday. And if you would like to join us, just email or message myself, Elisabeth over at Crystal Clear Creations, or Kathy over at K&D Creations, and we will get you the details. And it's really simple, guys. We have taken it to where you make your own thumbnail, so you don't use our thumbnail that we create anymore. Also, YouTube doesn't like that, so that YouTube doesn't like for you to share the same things in your video. So take like a thumbnail, they don't like that to be the same for multiple people. So that's why I changed that anyway. But yeah, so also, what was I gonna say? lost my train of thought, guys. Brain fog, that's what it'll do to you. But yeah, if you would like to join us in this collaboration, we would love to have more of you join us. We have fun making these trays, and what I like to say is slaying a tray on Thursday. So it is bi-weekly. So we do not do these weekly, they are bi-weekly. So that's why the next one will be October the 16th. All right, you guys, I am going to get out of your hair. I also have joined another collaboration for breast cancer awareness. And so you will see me post about that in the Facebook group. So if you are not a part of the Facebook group, please click that link and join us on Facebook. If you're a Facebook, what can I say? I don't know. If you're on Facebook, just join the group. Click the link to join the group. Also, Bond Crafter, that was my resin of choice this collaboration, and I would like to thank Bond Crafter for the resin. That is something that I definitely needed for this project because I made a lot of resin projects, guys. It took a lot to make those trays, and then all of the pumpkins, and there's more pumpkins that I have that I didn't use, and leaves and things like that I didn't use. So greatly appreciate you, Bond Crafter, for this. And I think that's it, guys. So I am going to get out of your hair. Stay tuned for pics, and I will see you guys on the next one. Hugs and love. I can't do my my heart for you guys. I'll do half a heart. Hugs and love. Hugs and love. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Just tray. Slay.